Hello YouTube, my name is Agent Omega, and I do things. Today we are taking a look at Grievance, Final Fantasy XIV's FC house. I happen to be the leader, and this year we are throwing our haunted house once again. It gained a lot of attention last year, and so we thought we'd bring it back. This is brought to you by the wonderful Midgardsormr, who put everything together. So if you see him online, feel free to give him a big ol' kudos. I unfortunately wanted to do this as a blind run-through, but I realized there were some video settings that made it look really choppy, so we're going through our second try. But on the plus side, that means that I know what I missed. So with that, let's get back to the tour. Now, I'm informed that we are supposed to do this thing with the HUD off and in first person, so let's just get inside real quick, turn this off, go first person, and away we go. So the first thing you see when you come inside are the Impresario from the All Hallows Eve event, and of course his assistant. Naturally, there are some All Hallows Eve posters on the wall, or All Saints Wake, and you've got some great lighting ambiance in the beginning, and there are a lot of housing tricks in here, so it's kind of amazing the patience he had to put all this together. Let's go up the spiral staircase real quick. So up at the top we have the Orchestrion. The playlist is fantastic. It is definitely on point, spooky all the way through. This was very well curated, and just look at this. Look at the ambiance. Clearly we have, stacks of pumpkins. We've got floor where there's not supposed to be floor. So there's a lot of floating tricks going on in here that took a lot of time to set up, as I mentioned. I didn't really notice the succubus the first time through. So, even the second time through, I'm noticing a lot of stuff that I didn't otherwise. Now, your experience may be a little bit different. I will admit that I am using G-Shade with the Witch's Moon for gameplay alt preset. So that's what I'm using. Now, behind door number 1, we have some spooky apothecary alchemy things going on here. And I love the use of mannequins throughout this experience. Behind door number 2, Calcabrina. And, you know what? I kind of feel like, much like a haunted house or like a Disney attraction, you kind of are not supposed to climb on stuff. So I'm just gonna take a look from back here. And last but certainly not least, door number 3, Mad Scientist. It was definitely frightening the first time I opened this door, and you see that in front of you. Moving on ahead, around this corner. And again, I just like to point out that I'm really amazed how much hallway space Beck has managed to fold into this place. Around to the right, and back to the left, we have a very classic Final Fantasy haunt, the Tonberry. And, oh no, I'm thinking of further in. Over here, we have the Demon Wall. As I reminisced in my first attempt at the recording, the Demon Wall was used either in the last haunted house or in the escape room that we had some years ago, right around when I first joined. And the awesome thing is we had a couple of people actively running the event at that point in time. So as groups went through, the wall actually moved behind you. And it was a really it heightened the tension for sure. And that was a really fantastic touch. Moving on ahead, we have a gargoyle. And I just love how, just moving back real quick, the walls, really create partitions that spook you. And while I can't be fully immersed, this would be fantastic in VR, because, you just come around this corner and, whoo, there's a gargoyle right there. Over here is the stack of puddings, employed to great effect, as always. Now, I think, yeah, okay, so we go through here. We've got another gargoyle from Amdapor Keep. And then over here, we've got the Impresario and some treasure. Whoop! And it drops you into a pit. Now we're in the, what I like to think of as the Silent Hill area. You know, we've got some All Saints, or was it All Saints Wake? No, what's it called? All Saints Wake is the Christmas event, isn't it? Yeah, so we've got this stuff from previous Christmas events, and it's employed to great effect. I just love the fact that we've got all these miniature rooms behind the chain link fence from the Nier Automata raid. And, oh, that use of the marble is just amazing. Oh, oh, it's also very spooky. Oh, I didn't even notice there was a person in here. Oh, that's horrifying. You know, part of this almost kind of feels Saw-esque too, and I didn't really pick up on that the first time around. I might be reading too much into it. Here we have a fake wall, and we're just gonna go through this back alleyway here to a kitchen. You never really expect it to dump you out in a kitchen, but come this way, and this definitely spooked me the first time around. I wasn't expecting, you know, the repair vendors that we usually use to be in here, and so I was genuinely frightened when I saw movement as I came through this door, because I was expecting mannequins. And, you know, we've even got the little Popoto in the pot there. Oh, we've got two Popotos. I didn't even see that one over there last time. I don't know if these, you know, our guildies playing a prank on me, but this is just, oh, that's fantastic. Now, down this way, through this painting here, oop, hold on, do I have to jump to get through here? Yeah, I gotta jump to get through here. We have the treasure room. And that takes us very masterfully back up and into the kitchen from whence we came. I love the use of fake walls and clipping boundaries in this build. Back through the other painting, we walk through the door and back into the main lobby. Now, we're going to go through the house real quick because there is one Easter egg that I'm aware of that you might miss on your first go-around, and I'm also going to answer some questions that people may or may not have about the game. So, real quick, let's just re-enable the HUD. So you'll notice in the upper left there are some very clear indicators that I play Astrologian. I've also been on controller since ARR, so I've been playing, you know, since Beta 4 in August 2013, and I've gotten really proficient at it. So I've actually completed 2 raids, 2 full Savage raids on controller, and that would be Omega Savage and Eden Savage. And, you know, I also really enjoy Astrologian. Originally back in ARR and Heaven's Ward, I played Scholar. But then I ended up creating another character and switching servers just because I had a friend that joined Grievance, and I've been loving it here. And at that point in time, they needed a healer. They wanted, I think, either White Mage or Astrologian, and I really wanted to play Astro, gave it a try, and so that's what I ended up being. And I really like Astro. It's kind of unfortunate. Oh, there are 2 Easter eggs. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to pop Sprint and jump the gap. And now if we look in here, there's another head, if you weren't expecting that. I, of course, was, because I happen to remember it the last time through. So we're just going to fall back on down into this area again. Yeah, so I really love Astrologian. I really like Sage, though. It really speaks to me, like, a lot. The moveset, the aesthetic, just the fact that you have, whatchamacallit, all the sort of geometric spell casting that goes on there. And just the whole lore, the mythos, it all screams like... If you've watched some of my other videos, you've seen what my OC looks like in the bottom left-hand corner. And it was very much inspired inspired by Final Fantasy XIV, and you might have noticed my glamour at the beginning of the video also is supposed to look very similar to that. Now here we have the Easter egg. So if you manage to find yourself in the treasure room, and you want to see the Easter egg, you kind of just come over to this wall, you point this way, you phase through the side, and here we have the floating Chloe doll. I'd heard about this in chat, and it's kind of fantastic that it exists, so I wanted all you all at home to experience that as well. So let's just work our way on out of the haunted house. If we kind of clip back through this wall again, I think if I just kind of reverse the process, then, yep, that's how we get back through. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm definitely going to be maining Sage in the expansion. Reaper also appeals to me. I've also been leveling Summoner and all of my crafting classes because I really want to get more active with that. I'm actually taking a break from raiding, despite being the final installment. I'm still going to do the normal raids, maybe pick up the Savage ones at a later time, who knows. But I just kind of need a break. I've got some stuff, you know, that I want to reprioritize in real life. And that's about it. I see it is currently nighttime, so let's also take a look at the stalls while we're here. We've got the Impresario's assistant over here on the left. We've got some fantastic decoration. For those of you that aren't in the know, we do have a bed in that fireplace there, so if you doze right up against that furnace and then kind of walk over towards the other corner and then jump, you can end up on the top of the smokestack. That's a pretty common known effect for this particular house that we have. We do have a bunch of retainers manning these marketplaces, and you can see that they are decked out in spooky attire. We also have a Halloween glamour contest coming up soon-ish, so I'm planning on potentially posting the results of those screenshots on other social medias. So if you're not already, feel free to follow me on, I think I've got my Twitter posted somewhere on the main channel, and also I think I've got the official Facebook page, so I might post it there as well. So please look forward to that. If you are interested in joining Grievance for Final Fantasy XIV or one of the other games that we play, those being BDO, World of Warcraft, WoW Classic, ESO, and I think those are the main ones. If I've forgotten any, I will list the entire complement down in the comments and description, of course. But if you're looking to check us out, please go to www.grievancegaming.com. Check out our charter and register on the forums. If we're updated to the new website, I'm told that the sign-up process is going to be a lot more simple than that. If you mentioned that Agent Omega referred you, then of course I will personally, well, I will probably be reviewing your application if I'm still leader at that time, or our recruiting officer will be. So please give me a mention if you are interested, of course, and welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. Once again, if you're going to visit this haunted house, I do believe I mentioned, or forgot to mention this in the beginning, we are on Midgardsormr. This is the Goblet Ward 1, Plot 5. Let me just check again real quick. Yeah, Plot 5. So yeah, please come check us out. It's of course been very popular, so if you're interested, feel free to leave a comment in the comment board. Beck has been very thorough in opening up spaces so that we're listening to all of your feedback. And with that, I do believe that is the end of the video. If you liked it, feel free to give it a like. If you're new to the channel and want to see more Final Fantasy XIV or Minecraft, Space Engineers, what have you, then of course click the subscribe button and click the bell to be notified. And with that, I will catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, everybody.